Leis an taobh úr ina féile thoiseach an Aimeireaganach, ba seo an támas seaar clúintin bh úndin na scipian ball-coise na Aimeireaganach an ALBA na EK Pirates.
So we started up about 6 years ago. Women's football was very, very new back then. Hardly any clubs in the country, and it still is just us in Edinburgh that are in Scotland. And we play in the National Women's League. There's 2 tiers, and we play in the north, the north of it because of geography. So a lot of people have probably watched the NFL before. That's played on a full pitch with 11 aside, and it's got slightly different rules. In the women's game just now, we play 7 aside. We're hoping to get up to 9 aside, and eventually work our way up to 11s. I'm a founding member of the team. My head coach was coached by my husband. He helped, sort of gave him encouragement to start the team. We're part of the umbrella group of the Pirates. So the Pirates have juniors, buccaneers, seniors, and us as well. And we when we started it up, it was all senior players that coached us. And I think most of the women that joined just love being able to hit things.
I was never really into team sports before. I'd always done like solo sports like karate or powerlifting, and someone that I knew from the gym I was at asked me to come along. He said he was starting a women's team, and I was a bit sceptical, but I went along. And I'd never watched the game. I didn't know any of the rules. I didn't know anything about it. I had no idea what was going on. And I've got a theory that you should always try something twice, just to make sure you really don't like it. And the next week I went back and I was just absolutely hooked.
Channeil an skipa bhírí achos an becin bhlianichin. Ach hamar ha buin láitir de clúchadarin agus buin de dúine an cúl, in geall clúchadarin cúmal fallin agus deisiil son clúch.
So we very much consider ourselves to be a football family. Each and every one of us has each other's backs. You have to trust each other on the field. You have to know that what somebody's assignment, they're going to fulfil that, so that because the plays don't work, the team doesn't work if you don't trust each other. We're not only do we train and obviously play together, we train out with us to the gym. We have little gatherings, barbecues, birthdays. We're pretty much like a football family. We've got a couple of coaches that have kids. They come along, they're sort of our wee mascots. We'd like to get everybody involved. There's a place for everybody in the team. Some people come along just to help with game day management, which is great because we really need that help. It lets the coaches coach. Also helps the players because they're like, oh, I've lost my water bottle, or I need this, I need that, and somebody can go and get it for them. It's really great the amount of people that have said that they'll help and come along. It's all volunteer, everybody just volunteers to help do it. But as I said, the real sense is of football family. We welcome anybody to come and join us. We love having new people come and join us. We have people that travel from Carlisle, from Perth, from out way down at Port Glasgow, that they travel far and wide to come and play and train with us. So it's good. It's good.
The girls are amazing. The girls are absolutely amazing. It's one of those things like, how do you make friends as a grown-up? And it sounds kind of daft, but doing a sport is a really good way to do it. And we always joke we're like a really dysfunctional family. Like we're all a little bit mad. But it somehow works, and we're not just a team on the field, we're a team off the field as well. Like we all socialise together, we're all really, really close. And it's like having a family of insane sisters.
Se háslaíonn trá a haim san spòrs an ALBA, ach at crían na Pirates ha buin de dúine a gheoprichas cruig gus an bíon spòrs í live do dúine eile.
When we first started, we had 12 players that were coming along regularly to train and play. We actually have a roster of 24, but through work and childcare and things like that, we haven't been able to have them all at once. But the sense of community as well is huge. People we're trying to get the word out there that there is women's only team, because the senior league, women can play in the senior league, but 6'4" guys in there, and you know, I can appreciate that can be quite daunting. It's a new sport, not one that we're brought up with in school, or although that is changing and starting to bring that into schools a little bit more. There's also the flag teams as well, which is how we started. We started as a flag team before we moved into contact, which helps you learn the rules, helps you learn to move a little bit, and get to know kind of what it feels like to run with a football and what it feels like to catch a football. But yeah, we've had quite a big success as well with a few players that have been selected for the Great Britain squad. I myself am a coach for the Great Britain squad, which is great because we're getting Scottish representation for the national team, and we'd love to have more. Our team has grown and grown and grown over the years, and it's great to see.
I think it's the challenge, because it's such a physical game. You have to keep your fitness up, you have to kind of look after yourself, and you keep on having to push yourself, because as you're getting new players, all the other teams are getting new players, so you need to keep yourself fit and healthy and involved and thinking of new things to do, to train, to make yourself better. And it's that sense of achievement of just being better and winning games and seeing it all come together.
Ha cléirjin bheach go bhfuil ball-coise Aimeireaganach scanneal iachin, go háirí ma bhfuil clúich spòrs eile. Ha tóir skill an glúasadach anna gabhas clachgach, ais hain nóchas gon tíig barach boranich is clanían aichgin an son hain.
Come along, give it a try. We supply all the kit that you need. We've got a couple of girls that have come from wrestling, a couple of girls that have come from rugby, a couple of girls that have come from, one girl that's come from MMA, all very transferable. Even if you haven't played any kind of sport before, come along and try it, there's a place for you.
Ha tóir a bharach go dhéanú, ach a fisit clear go bhfuil an clubba an tlia ceist, agus gon cúmid ora a fás na sláitire.
I hope to progress we have a bunch of players that have done their coaching qualifications as well, and I'm hoping that we will have an all-female coaching staff, and that eventually I can leave it to the legacy of the team to the people who came up with it. I'd love to see that. I'd love to have them all just rotating round, so to speak, and getting new blood in so that we can keep the development going.